Rockies, Denver, Colorado for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But you look at this Bronco defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Love. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That's returnable now for Smith. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And Jones going to have a Packers first down as he'll get this to the 44-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Jordan Love ready on first down here. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. We can look at this Bronco defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the...
It would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Going back to Love. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
And here's Jones again on second down. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra
It's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And the penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Broncos at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Marvin Mims with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Love. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Love to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Allen has improved himself every chance he could and increased his sack total each of his 4 years with the Cardinals. Now with the Broncos, they're counting on a breakout being right around the corner.
Love going to give this one to Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Another strong run from the underrated Aaron Jones, who really deserves more credit for what he has done for the Packers. Even splitting carries in an offense that loves to throw it around, Jones put up his third 1,000-yard season in the last 4 years.
First down, going to the air with Love. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Wilson going to change things up here. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From midfield now, here's Wilson. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. And he's going to be taken down, but flags all over the field, and I don't think this is going to stand. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. This throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first and 10, Love. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now it's second and 10.
Throwing. Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on first and 10. Again, it's Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Love now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a third and 10. Here's Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. Touchdown! Jaden Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. Out of the end zone comes Smith.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Now, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams.
Lucas Van Ness, a first-rounder from Iowa, there on the tackle.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Wilson.
Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run. And
he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys were...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 87 yards.
And the Packers have taken the lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
From the 29, here's second down and 2.
Throwing is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Following the interception, Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9.
Play action this time with Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They begin the drive with Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Now this aired out deep for Reed.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. To throw now, here's Love. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over on the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Jones will score. Touchdown Packers.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the fourth down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now Wilson on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 26-yard line.
Now Wilson on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Love.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Buying time to his left. Touchdown, Packers! Jaden Reed with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. gets a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Okay, ready?
Up the middle, Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the...
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Packers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else.
On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Brings up second and 20 at the 15-yard line.
That's garbage. What? 14.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now it's Wilson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Carlson on for the extra point.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
24 yards the gain there. Another 1st down as well. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he checks this one down to Williams. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time, as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Love.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. How about this? And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Broncos 22.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Touch 50, touch 50. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Hey, alert.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
One last shot for Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.